Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 281. Today we read you Star Trek Too Many Tribbles. We'll go in book release. So let's read that, shall we? See what we got for us. Star Trek Too Many Tribbles is written by Frank Burroughs. Based on the original teleplay Trouble with Tribbles. Written by David Gerard. Illustrated by something like that. Illustrated by Heaven Beavers. Published by Golden Book New York release. Copyright 2019. Trademark 2019 by CBS Studios Incorporated. Alright, observe. Now, see here is basically Star Trek book, and that was basically it. Captain Logs, Stardate 4523.3. Captain Kirk and the crew of the USS Enterprise have received an urgent call from Deep Space Station K7. Could it be a Klingon attack? I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Even though it's a thing like that thing, but that's just me, of course. Next page. Anyway. Upon arrival, Kirk and Mrs. Spock learn their true mission from an assistant named Darvon. Okay, their mate must protect a shipment of high yield grade. The greedy Kogans will probably try to steal it from themselves. Okay, while the two guards keep the grain steady or something like that. The rest of the crew explores the station. Lieutenant Ara meets a trader who sells furry little creatures called Tribbles. Wow. This all makes sense now in any way, so very good on that, even though they're very little cute ones. Next page. Anyway. Salesman give Ariel a Tribble as a gift. Ariel loves her new furry pet. Ariel returns to the Enterprise with a hungry little Tribble. The next morning, she is shocked to discover that she has a bunch of new Tribbles. That's too much, even though it's too many Tribbles. That's just me, of course. Even though it's too many Tribbles to give out. That's just me. Next page. Anyway, Soviet Clinton bound cruiser arrives at the space station. This is going to mean trouble. What trouble, you may ask? I don't know what that means, so there you go. The Clintons are allowed to board the space station, but they can be trusted. Not even that furry little Tribbles like Clintons. Wow. Above the Clintons say that they come in peace. Fight breaks out. No one insults the Enterprise in front of Sky. It all makes sense now in any way, even though it's a terrible decision to make. So, there you go on that. Meanwhile, back in the Enterprise, Bridge is converted into Tribbles. Wow, it's too many Tribbles. Just like in the story which I mentioned in the title, in the Bedtime Stories episode. That's just me, of course. Next page. Tribbles got in the air vents, so they are now all over the ship, even the mess hall. And they are eating everything in sight. Wow, just too much, everybody. We'll see what happens. If the Tribbles were able to find their way into the air vents aboard the Enterprise, they must have done the same on the space station. Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock being back in the space station. Now, we're almost done with this book, and it takes me a while to finish things up. So there you go on that. And their fears are confirmed. The Tribbles have eaten all the grain. Wow. Mr. Spock noticed that some of the Tribbles are sick. Jesus. Someone must have poisoned the grain. Wow. I didn't even know this to you guys, but you have to not poison them. They may have dead, you know what I mean? Next page. Anyway, with a little help from Dr. McCoy and a couple of Tribbles, Kirk discovers that Darwin is a Kulan spy in disguise. Darwin was the one who poisoned the grain. Yeah, I have to agree with you right there with the Darwin part. It just terrifies me the most. With the spy revealed, the Kovans quickly leave the space station. The crew returns to that Enterprise, but all the Tribbles are gone. And, well, we'll just see what happens, even though it terrifies all of us to get the Tribbles gone. We'll just see what happens. On the last page of the book stating that, okay, well, did all the Tribbles go? Turned out that Sky transported the furry creatures to the Cretan ship, without there be no Tribbles at all. Good. Well, that make more sense now in a way, so there you go on that. So that was Star Trek Too Many Tribbles. What do I think about this book? It was amazing. So far, this book was a success, and that was Bedtime Stories episode number 281. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one's going to be Bedtime Stories episode number 282. It's going to be the Cuphead storybook. No, show book, something like that. Now, excuse me, I got to edit those two projects, post them on social media, and go to bed. Till next time, this is Joseph Baby. Good morning, episode. Out. See ya.